Hi everybody, Lori Gemini Tarot here. I'm here to give you your love astrology tarot readings. Let me go ahead and adjust the camera just briefly. I'm sorry, it's going to be slightly annoying. There we go. Hopefully that is a tad better. Okay. There we go. That is a little bit better. So, if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Lori Gemini Tarot and I do tarot readings. Now, how this works is that I will pick an element. Hello. How this works is that I will pick an element and I will pick an element. I will pull one card as the overall vibe. So, it'll be like earth signs, air signs, water, fire. Right, and this will be a major arcana deck. The major arcana deck I will be using is going to be the Ghoulish Garbs Tarot deck. And then I will go ahead and pull 2 cards for each astrology sign. And I will be using the Halloween Tarot deck, okay? Once all the astrology signs have been picked, then I will do a general collective. Then I will throw down 2 oracle readings. Thank you very much. Thank you. I hope everything is going well in your world too. I will do 2 oracle love readings, and I will be using the breakup deck as well. I will be working on the blue full moon that is happening on Halloween. I will be working on that reading. I'm thinking about incorporating quite a few decks, like my spooky Halloween. I'm even thinking about incorporating the Lucifer deck as well. So we'll see how that goes. But that is going to be for a different video. That's not for this one. Okay. So it doesn't. I don't want people to freak out thinking like, oh, okay. So anyways, so let's go ahead and dive into this. Let me go ahead and put that bad boy away. Okay. Sorry about that. Alrighty then. So, please note that these are general collective tarot readings. Make sure you check your sun, moon, and ascending sign. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going live and when I'm dropping content. Make sure you comment in the live stream, and especially after the live stream, in the comments down below, if the reading resonates with you, you like the decks, you like what the hell is coming out of my mouth, those kind of things, those kind of feedback, it helps me get into the YouTube algorithm. Other things that the artists that, the artists that create these decks, they do check on feedback on what people think of the deck. So just for a heads up, little small things help a small channel like myself grow. So, doing all that fun hoopla. So let's go ahead and start with earth signs. So we're going to go ahead and do Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm going to go ahead and pull 1 card as the overall vibe for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo for earth signs, and then we're going to go ahead and break up the astrology signs. So 1 card for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one, and I have is the Empress card. So this is going to be Cancer, Pisces. I'm also seeing a little bit of an Aquarius just because of the stars. And I'm also seeing a little bit of Virgo energy. Okay. So this is somebody who is very confident within themselves. They're very comfortable in their own skin because they've done shadow work and they embrace their flaws and they know their beauty and their self-worth. And somebody just made a choice to realize, like, I just know I'm 100% that bitch. This is person that may have like a glass of wine. This is somebody that's just very laid back. I'm sensing somebody has like a lot of Gemini energy. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start throwing cards down. I'm going to go ahead and pick 2 cards is the overall vibe for, we're going to go ahead and pick cards for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So let me go ahead and mix these cards up for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and then Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo will have 2 cards pulled. I'm going to go ahead and start throwing cards down, 2 cards each. So starting with Capricorn, 2 cards for Capricorn. Okay, let me throw down one more card for Capricorn. Now let's go ahead and get 2 cards for Taurus. Those are way too many cards. I need 2 cards for Taurus. Okay. Those are way too many cards. One more card for Taurus. Okay, now Virgo. Okay. One more card for Virgo. Okay. And of course, remember the overall energy for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It is going to be Empress energy, and this is about diving into your feminine energy, knowing your self-worth, embracing shadow work, and just knowing that you are truly a badass bitch, right? So for Capricorn, I have the 7 of Cups here. This is Scorpio energy, followed by the Lovers card, Gemini energy. So you could have this in your chart. You could be dealing with either of these signs. Remember, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, Aquarius, and I did say a little bit of Gemini as well. So some of you are very confused about whether you could be dating more than one person. You could be confused on what a healthy relationship is. You can be confused on whether you actually want to stay in your committed relationship with this individual, right? Some of you are married and you may be confused on whether if you want to go ahead and cheat on someone or whether if you want to have an open relationship. You know, you want to have like a polyamorous relationship. It feels like there is some sort of secret that may be being held, but it feels like you're open and able to communicate with your partner. I am sensing somebody that is that loves cats. It feels like some of you may be afraid of slipping up. Like maybe you're afraid of going back to your toxic behaviors or patterns. This could be like relapsing. Somebody is wanting to reach out to you, and it feels like you just need to remind yourself of who you are. Because it feels like you don't want to come across as creepy or obsessive, or vice versa. So that is Capricorn. Let's go ahead and get into Taurus. I have the Emperor card here, which is going to be Aries energy, and I also have the 9 of Bats reversed, which is going to be Gemini energy. Of course, you could have this in your chart. You could also be dealing with one. Remember, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, Aquarius energy here. So there seems to be a very strong power dynamic where you have a bad feeling about someone, where somebody is trying to present themselves as this person is trying to make you like be under their thumb. This person is trying to gaslight you. It feels like this person is really desperately trying to prove that they are better than you. This feels like this partner is trying to be controlling. Like this person love bombs you, and then they start critiquing you. They're really pushing your buttons, even though you flat out set boundaries and you set up limits. and then they purposely cross them because they want to see how much you will tolerate, how much they're willing to go. You're realizing that somebody may be lighting you up. Now, for other Tauruses, I'm seeing somebody who's just coming to the realization that you a badass bitch. Like, some of you are realizing that you found your right partner. Like, some of you were really like, I don't, like, I just wanted to kind of, like, weren't really wanting to, like, a relationship, Taurus. It felt like you didn't want a relationship, and then all of a sudden it was like, shit, like, she's my queen. Like, or it's like, he's my king. It just kind of feels like that, okay? So that's going to be Taurus. Let's go ahead and get into Virgo. Virgo, I got the 10 of Imps here, so I've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, and I also have the King of Pumpkins reverse. This is going to be Taurus energy, but this is also your energy as well. Remember, I got Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius, Virgo here as well with the Empress card. There's a lot of stress and baggage. There's a lot of trauma and pain that you're carrying, and you're still holding on to it. And it feels like you have a lot of responsibilities and weight on your shoulders. And it could be like, for some of you, if you are in a relationship, like you're the one that's doing more of the work in the relationship than your partner. It's just like, it's almost like that. It's like every stereotypical, like a network sitcom where it's like, oh, it's the dopey husband, and then we got the strong wife. It's like, all right, Carl, like, once again, I will do everything. Where it's like the wife is always like emasculating the man, and the man's just like, oh, but I can't do anything because I'm incompetent without you. It's the same hoopla. It just feels like it's kind of that energy, and that's not healthy. It feels like this is somebody's holding the weight over, like, a deadbeat dad, or this could be a toxic parent, maybe specifically more of a male figure, where somebody who causes nothing but stress in their life, and they just throw money at you, and that's their way of fixing things, or they're just emotionally, mentally, spiritually, they're just like, they just bounce out, like they just fucking ghost you, right? It just feels like there's a lot of baggage and burden, and there's something that you're holding yourself back from moving on and growing, because it's starting to make you bitter and salty. Like, it's starting to come across as bitter and salty, and some of you just need to regroup and refocus your attention back to you. So that was Earth signs. So if that resonated, make sure you comment. I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready for air signs. So we're going to go ahead and pick one card as the overall energy for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So we're going to go ahead and do air signs for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is going to be the overall energy for air signs. I want to go ahead and pull one card for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay. Alrighty then, I got one card that popped up, beautiful, which is the Sun, which is Leo energy. So you could be dealing with Leo, you could have this in your chart. But you have the strength to overcome any and all obstacles that come your way. And it feels like for the past, let's say, like 8 months, 8 years for some of you, you've been dealing with the shit sandwich that life has handed you, right? And you've had to go through a very tough spiritual journey, a lot of realizations, and you've had to learn a lot of really hard life lessons. But now you're very strong and very proud and very confident. You're very grateful for the things that you have in your life, you know? And you bring it in abundance and love in your life every day, because you are very grateful for, like, I'm grateful that I'm able to get out of bed every morning. I'm grateful that I don't have chronic pain. I'm grateful that I have a loving, supporting community that loves and cares about me. I'm happy that I have a support system, like friends, family, whether if it's your spiritual tribe, whether if it's an online community. that you just dabble into, like WoW or Second Life, whatever it is, or even VR. You know, you find your own happiness and you surround yourself with people that you love and care about. Now, for some of you air signs, some of you like to do some sort of voodoo or hexing to make your point across. So let's go ahead and start pulling 2 cards each. Let me go ahead and mix these up for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let me go ahead and mix these up for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, some of you, you're not being honest with yourself, or your partner is not being honest with you. Alrighty then, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling 2 cards each, starting with Libra. 2 cards for Libra. Okay, so I have 1, 2. Okay, and Gemini, 2 cards for Gemini. Okay, I got 1 card for Gemini. Okay, and Aquarius, 2 cards for Aquarius. 1 more card for Aquarius. Okay. And again, the overall energy for air signs for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, it is going to be the Sun card, which is Leo energy. You're actually very happy. Some of you just feel like you've dodged a bullet and you've overcome a lot, and you're just like, I am not going to let this person defeat everything I've gone through. Like, I went through hell and back. I served my time in Azkaban, and this person is not going to be, they're not going to be the one that takes me down, right? I've been almost taken down by bigger and better things, and you ain't it, honey. You ain't it. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with Libra. Libra, I do have the Queen of Imps here, which is going to be Aries, Sagittarius energy. And I also have the Temperance card, which is going to be Cancer, Pisces energy. I also see a little bit of Aquarius and a little bit of Virgo, okay? And again, we also have Leo here for you. This is somebody very strong, very confident. This is somebody that is in the know. This is somebody that has very good hair. This is somebody that is very, very self-assured. Their makeup is always on point. This person is always put together. They're always stylish. This person is always in the know. They always seem to know everything. Like, they're always like knowledgeable in pop culture. They're knowledgeable like in politics. It seems like this person is just very well versed, whether it's you or this other individual. This person is very charming and very charismatic. You can put a ring and wipe this bitch. Like, you want to spend the rest of your life with this person. You want to have children. You want to grow a family. Now, you may not be feeling that way, Libra. Even though you are a hot piece of ass, and even though you are a badass motherfucker, you are incredibly sexy, but you don't feel that way. You don't feel that way. And everything is good on paper, right? And some of it is kind of like a fake it until you make it. But some of you really need to do some deep shadow work. And some of you may be deflecting, blaming other people, where you need to focus more on yourself. I'm seeing for like a very small percentage of Libras, like, you're becoming too superficial, and it's all about deflecting. Like, you're only looking for instant gratification, and you're not looking for substance, you know. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into Gemini. All right, Gemini, I got the 9 of Imps here, which is going to be Sagittarius. I also have the Hangman reverse, which is going to be Pisces energy. And of course, I have Leo energy here as well. It feels like like a secret has been revealed and the cat's out of the bag. And it feels like, it kind of feels like you're a little bit butthurt because it's one of those, you played me once, shame on you, but you play me twice, shame on me. It's kind of like, shame on me, I knew better, and I still dabbled into it. You're realizing it's a choice, and you're choosing happiness, you're choosing sanity, and you're choosing to live a better life. And once you realize that you're trying to fight an uphill battle, you're Anakin turned Darth Vader, and you're trying to fight Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan's telling you, like, you've lost because I have the high ground. And Anakin Skywalker is so arrogant, that he believes that no, even though, like war statistics have shown, like usually they have a much better advantage, right? But Anakin is he's so arrogant, he's taken out of his demise. You don't want to be put in that position where you cripple yourself, where you push everybody away and then you have egg all over your face. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you're choosing not to play this game anymore because it's like, you know what, I really don't want to be a fool. I don't want to end up like tripping all over my clown shoes. You're realizing that there's no victory here, and you're choosing to let go, and you're finding once you let go, you're realizing that you're happy and you're able to live a better, more fulfilling life. Now let's go ahead and get into Aquarius. Now Aquarius, I have the Queen of Pumpkins here, which is going to be Virgo energy, Taurus. I do also have the Ace of Pumpkins here as well. So we got strong earth signs, so Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And we also have Leo energy as well. Some of you just feel salty as fuck because you feel like there's no offer that's being given to you. Okay, now whether if you are currently in a relationship and you're waiting for the relationship to move forward, whether if you're waiting for your partner to settle down and like, let's move in, let's get engaged, let's set a date for the wedding, let's have kids. It feels like somebody is trying to progress and move forward into the relationship. Or some of you, if you're not even in a relationship, you're single, some of you are just salty and you're waiting for like offers to come in, and you're bitter and salty and you're waiting for a handout, but you have to find a happiness within yourself. And usually, like, when you're happy with yourself and you're not looking for love, that's when love comes looking for you. And it just feels like it's when the right changes happen, the circumstances that come in your life. And you have to find your own happiness. And you need to surround yourself with people that you love and care about. You need to find the joy within yourself, because there's never going to be offers that's going to be given to you if you're going to choose to be a bitter Betty, a salty Sam, a negative Nancy. So, I've done earth, I've done air. I'm going to go ahead and do water. Afterwards, I'll do fire, then a general collective. Then I will pull love oracle cards and a breakup deck for anybody that's going through a breakup. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one card as the overall vibe for water signs. That's going to be for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm going to go ahead and pull one card as the overall vibe. I'm going to go ahead and pull one card as the overall vibe for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Those are too many cards. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. One card as the overall vibe. Okay, perfect. So, the overall energy I have, it is the Strength card, which is Leo energy here, okay? So you're gonna be able to overcome any challenges and obstacles that come your way. You will deal with things with integrity, and you're able to juggle and handle a lot of responsibilities and big changes that come your way. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up the Halloween Tarot deck. I'm going to go ahead and pull 2 cards each. This is going to be for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So it'll be 2 cards each for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let me go ahead and mix these cards up for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for water signs. Some of you feel like you're putting your life on hold, or you're waiting for this person to be available or to notice you. Some of you are feeling like you're friend zone, or you're full on like being ghosted. You know, like it was a one night stand. This is like a strictly dickly thing, or just a hookup, and you're waiting for them to like wanting to actually officially date you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start throwing down 2 cards each. We're going to go ahead and start with Cancer. 2 cards for Cancer. Now let's go ahead and do Pisces. 2 cards for Pisces. 1. One more card for Pisces. Okay. And 2 cards for Scorpio and of course. Alrighty then. And again, the overall energy I have for water signs, it is going to be the Strength card, which is Leo energy. You could be dealing with a Leo. You could be having this in your chart. You're finding that you're doing some of you may be afraid to be alone and to do some shadow work. Some of you may have some codependency issues, or you're wondering how come you're not able to get a date or get somebody that's like lasting long term, right? Or if you're tired of like relationships that end nowhere, like they don't end in the big picture, like settling down and the ring and everything else. So let's start with Cancer. So Cancer, I do have the High Priestess here. I have your energy as well as Pisces. There's a little bit of an Aquarius here as well. I also have the 6 of Imps reverse, which is going to be Aries energy, and a little bit of Leo. And of course, we got Leo right here. So Cancer, there is there's going to be a secret, all right? And this is going to be a secret that you're going to be finding out, all right? And you really want to spill the beans on it. And this is going to be about something that does not pertain to you. This will be messy if you get involved in this. This is messy if you get involved. This is like finding out some like gossip tea, like you're finding out like somebody is cheating on somebody's partner. You're finding out some shit, and it's one of those things. It's like it feels like you really want to drag this person. It feels like you want to drag this person because they've done you wrong, but you shouldn't. I don't know. Like I feel like this is like one particular person. Like they want to, like you want to drag them, but you're not going to do that. You're going to be the bigger and better person because you know that will bite you in the ass, and you do not want to get involved. Like this shit is messy, and you want no ties, no strings attached to it. Like, ooh, you want to just like disassociate yourself from it far as possible. There is going to be some sort of secret. It feels like for some of you, this is going to be like a love affair. This could be with somebody who is in a relationship or attached. And you just like, you have the emotional game to play. Like you can play the game emotionally. Like you can go ahead and play the game, and like it eats you up. Like you can't brag about like who you're hooking up with. Like this person could be like a celebrity, or they can have some sort of clout. Like they could like take you to like high-end like 5-star restaurants or things like that, or buy you big fancy gifts, but you can't post about it on social media because of course people ask where you get, and they know you can't afford it, and then they're gonna ask you like, who's your boyfriend? And of course you can't say who your boyfriend is, right? So it feels like there's some sort of secret that you can't really brag about. you hear about some dirt or tea, or there's some sort of secret thing that happens that you can't particularly brag about. This could be you, this could be somebody else, right? Right. So let's go ahead and get into Pisces. So Pisces, I have the 8 of Ghosts here reversed, which is going to be Scorpio energy. And I also have the 5 of Bats here, which is going to be Libra energy. And of course, we have Leo here with the Strength card. You're having a hard time getting over somebody. And this is going to be over more than one individual. It feels like somebody that crossed you and did you wrong. And as soon as you got to realize that this person is a fucking narcissist. Like, I'm just going to point this out. Like, this person is a narcissist, and this is the game that they play. Like, they try to push your boundaries. They try to gaslight you, right? And then as soon as you assert yourself and set boundaries and put your foot down and say no, then what they do is that they punish you, and then they disregard you. And then they replace you. And so I'm seeing somebody's having a really hard time getting over somebody. That this person made promises, and that's what they do. They love bomb you, and then they make empty promises that they know that they'll never keep, and they'll honeypot you and make you feel this way. And you're just having a really hard time getting over this individual. And this could be that maybe this requires you to sell your house so you can get rid of that energy, get out of that environment to move on. This may require you just like to move out of town. Like, it happens. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. And there's no shade and there's no tea to that. You know, you may need to relocate sometimes, like getting into a new environment, like finding a new job, relocating, finding a new circle of friends. Things like that can help improve things. You have the strength to overcome these obstacles, Pisces. All right, and this is more than one person that crossed you. All right, this could be romantic, this could be platonic. But you need to set your standards, and you can't fold under pressure. You can't settle for less. Alrighty then, that was Pisces. Let's go ahead and get into Scorpio. Scorpio, I have the Star card reversed, which is going to be Aquarius energy, and I also have the 6 of Pumpkins here, which is going to be Virgo as well. And I also have Leo energy here as well. So, you're having a hard time manifesting. This could be a relationship. This could be getting out of a slump in a relationship, or some sort of personal funk that could be affecting your personal relationships. And it's because you're not putting the time and energy as you should. So I was actually having a discussion about this with my friend Nevada earlier. You may know her as Shamanic Chronicles. We were discussing manifesting, and a lot of people just feel like, oh, if I just do a spell and just kind of do affirmations, then that's all I need to do. And then you wonder how come things aren't going your way. And it's called, bitch, you got to put in the fucking work. You know, you've got to, like, for an example, years ago, I hated my job, and it was a very toxic environment, and I used to bitch about my job all the time. And I would say affirmations, and I would do spells about how I would want something new and change, like I want a new job and everything. But one, it's not going to magically fall in my lap unless I motherfucking apply for the job, right? Unless if I get on my ass and write my resume and apply for a motherfucking job that I'm interested in, right? Like, one's not going to fall in my lap. So as soon as I applied for one job, literally one job. And I was like, and I said, like, I'm not going to get that job. Like, I was like, I'm just going to apply it, even though I've been doing all these spells about it and everything else. I was like, I'm just going to just apply to one job. I literally applied to one job. And then I get a call for that interview. And I'm like, oh, I'm probably not going to get that interview. And I go in, and I went in just totally like the dude. Just very zen-like, no fucks given. I honestly thought I did not have that interview. In fact, in the middle of that interview, I started talking about Jeff Bridges and The Big Lebowski because I honestly thought I did not have that job. And guess what? I got the job. So the point is that you can't expect shit. Like, you want all these gifts, you want all this abundance, you want all this love, and everything that comes your way, you need to put the fucking work in. It's like that. It's like the great Britney Spears says, you want a hot body, you want a Maserati, you gotta work, bitch. You gotta work, bitch. Right? You wanna be in a hot bikini, riding in a Lamborghini, you gotta work, bitch. You gotta work, bitch. Right? So you gotta put the effort. And that requires you to actually do some deep self-reflection. That requires you to get a little uncomfortable. It is going to be it's going to be junior high. It's going to be 2 to 3 years of awkwardness, of doing a self-inventory and doing a check on yourself. And you have the strength to overcome this. Or you have the strength to overcome this. But right now, all you're going to be doing is dealing with relationships where you're basically the mother in the relationship. You're the parent to this couple. Like, and you want a partnership. You know, it's like, I don't want to be a dad to you. I don't want to be a mom to you. I want a partner. Like, I don't want to be a parent, like, lecturing you, right? Okay, right. So, let's go ahead and get into fire signs. Let's go ahead and get into Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I want to go ahead and pull one card as the overall vibe, but I do want to mix these cards up. They're falling out all over the place for fire signs. I know you guys got big messages, but I want to mix you guys up for a bit. I want to get the energy just right for you, and I want to make sure that the cards are nice and mixed up. You guys aren't rushed. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, I'll take this card. So the overall vibe I have for fire signs, it is going to be the Wheel of Fortune here, which is a very good energy, all right? So, tens across the board, as RuPaul would say. So, in the next 3 to 6 months, there's going to be a lot of really good love, abundance, prosperity, happiness, and it's going to be sprinkled in. It's not going to be like a money shot. It's going to be sprinkled in. And it's going to be, this is like a fresh new energy, this fresh new start. This was like this new karmic shift. And you've just been embracing it. For some of you, you're just like getting out, like you're going through, like you're embracing your independence. You're like single for the first time. You're enjoying just kind of like, I don't have to answer to nobody. I have no problem if I want to go ahead and play the field. Like, I'm not looking for anything permanent. You know what I mean? So you're just kind of focusing the energy onto you. So let's go ahead and mix these cards up for a bit. I want to go ahead and do that for fire signs. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I do want to pull 2 cards each for fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So the good news is that in the next 3 to 6 months, there's going to be new love, abundance, prosperity, happiness. And it feels like you've been seeking this fulfillment and you've been wanting this. Like you're wanting somebody, like you're wanting like a sugar daddy, you want a sugar mama, you want somebody to be able to take care of you. Okay, I want to go ahead and pull 2 cards each, starting with Aries. 2 cards for Aries. Okay, 1 more card for Aries. Okay, now Leo. 2 cards for Leo. Okay. Sagittarius. 2 cards for Sagittarius. 1 more. Okay. Alrighty then. And again, the overall energy I have for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, it is the Wheel of Fortune. In the next 3 to 6 months, there's going to be new love, abundance, prosperity. It's going to be sprinkled. It is just new karmic shift, just new, you're just leaping forward and you're embracing your new independence and your new freedom. So let's go ahead and get into Aries. I do have the 8 of Ghosts reversed, which is going to be Scorpio energy, and as well as the 6 of Bats, which I do have. It is going to be Aquarius energy. So this is full-on pining. You're having a really hard time letting go over a very traumatic past. And there's this full-on trauma bonding, and it feels like this is linked back from your childhood, and you were just learned that this chaotic, unhealthy relationship was normal, and you just incorporated that into your life because that's all you've known is like that's normal, you know. And you've always kind of made excuses for it. It's like, well, I'm just a little bit crazier. My family's a little bit crazy, really off the handles. But it's like you just kind of make excuses for it, but you got to just lay it out for what it is. And it comes to a point in your life where it's like, you know, that's really cute when you're like in your teens or in your 20s, but now like you're 30, 40, 50, so on and so forth, right? And you really can't just pull off like, I'm just this edgy like JoJo Siwa now. Like there's no like, how many 60 edgy JoJo Siwas do you know, right? Right? Do you want to be the first? Probably not. So you're having a really hard time letting go of this. And this is just because you guys go way back, and it's just like, it's a lot of trauma bonding. And it's always this individual, and I have a feeling it's a water sign, whether it's a Cancer or a Pisces or Scorpio. It also could be a Libra as well, that is holding you back. And they honeypot you, and they bait you, and this person, all they do is troll you, and they just give you a lot of fake promises, empty promises, and then you're right back to this longing, this loathing. This could also be somebody else pining and wanting you. It felt like you had to move, and like you felt like you thought that moving and relocating and getting a fresh new start would change things, and you can't run from your problems. You actually have to deal with it. Let's go ahead and get into Leo. Leo, I have the 6 of Pumpkins here, which is going to be Virgo energy, and I also have the Page of Pumpkins, which is going to be which is going to be Taurus, Virgo energy. But you know, I'm going to throw in Capricorn as well. And then of course we do have the Wheel of Fortune here too. So this is a lucky reading for you, Leo. Okay, the next 3 to 6 months you're getting a lot of gifts, a lot of offers, a lot of proposals. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, if you were in a relationship, your partner is going to be buying you really nice gifts, right? So like the latest new projects and new gadgets come out, bam, they're going to go ahead and just buy you a whole bunch of gifts. They're going to make some sort of offer. Let's go ahead and get married. Let's go ahead and elope. Let's buy a house. This person is going to buy, and this is going to be like within the next 3 to 6 months, and especially towards like start seeing like around Christmas, New Year's, when magical shit happens, and they're going to start wooing you. They're going to make you an offer. They're making you an offer. Like it's really cute. It is really cute. Like they really are into you, and just enjoy the love. Just enjoy it. Enjoy those gifts. Let's go ahead and get into Sagittarius. I do have the Knight of Pumpkins, which is going to be Capricorn energy as well, and I do see a little bit of Aquarius, and I do see the Tower card reversed, which is going to be Scorpio energy. Remember, we got the Wheel of Fortune here. So this is an unexpected surprise, and shit did not go well. Things did not go well as planned. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles, when it's reversed, it doesn't mean that's the end all or be all. It means that an offer is not being made to you for now. And it means that with this particular individual, there's not going to be an offer there for you. It doesn't mean that there's not going to be new love available for you. But with this individual, or what you're trying to force with this person, it's not going to go well. It could be for some of you, you may be trying to work out a work fling or trying to hook up with somebody that's very professional, but it feels like this individual is too focused. They're too career driven. It feels like this person is too career driven and they're not looking for a relationship right now. And it's not going to happen with this individual. But in the next 3 to 6 months, there's going to be a lot of love, prosperity, and you're going to start seeing offers, real offers. And this person will be old-fashioned. They will treat you like a true gentleman, or they will treat you like a true lady that you are. You know, like this person will open doors. You know, they'll give you their jacket if you're cold. You know, this person, like, this gentleman always pays. This person, like, always says, like, you know, like they always say ma'am or sir. Like, this person is very respectful. This person is not like a hostile or angry individual. This person could even be southern or just old-fashioned, you know, where it's like my mom did not raise me to be no fool. Like, my mom told me how to how to treat a gentleman, you know. And it's going to be a slow courting process. So in the next 3 to 6 months for you, Sagittarius, this current person that you're with, that's not going to be happening. But in the next 3 to 6 months, there's going to be a brand new love offer that's going to be happening. And it's going to blossom to something that's more substantial. Okay, so I've done earth, I've done air, I've done water, fire. I'm going to go ahead and do a general collective. And then I'm going to go ahead and start throwing down love oracles and the breakup deck. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick with this major arcanic deck. I want to go ahead and keep it with that energy. I'm sure you guys do not care. Okay. So this is going to be a general collective reading. It does not matter if you're currently watching this in your room, or if you happen to stumble upon this video later. Hi, Momo! And we've got our wild Momo. We've got Momo. So when Momo makes an appearance, that is a great omen. He brings good luck and fortune. He hates being on camera. Right, little buddy? Right, Mr. Man? Right, honey bunny? No? Okay. There we go. That was Momo. Okay. Let's go ahead and do a general collective. I'm sorry about that. Well, just know the general collective, it's extra good luck just because of Momo. He always brings good luck whenever he makes an appearance. So we got the Temperance card starting off, which is Sagittarius energy. I also have the Devil card here, which is Capricorn energy. Now, let's see, I have 2 cards that popped up. So first I have, it is the Chariot card here, Cancer energy, followed by the Fool card here, which is Sagittarius. One more card. I have the Magician card here, which is Sagittarius as well. The bottom of the deck, the overall energy I have, which is the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. Okay, this is about discipline. This is about control. I am seeing somebody will be finding a long-lasting relationship that could lead towards marriage, if you believe in that, remember. But it feels like this is going to be life-lasting relationship. It does feel like you have to take the time to do some spiritual work, whether if you need to speak to like a spiritual guru or a counselor or a marriage counseling. It feels like there needs to be some sort of balance or control or structure. So the Temperance card here, this is about learning to love and value yourself, okay? You're very spiritual. You may be a light worker, a spiritual healer, a tarot reader. You may be a life coach. Some of you might be a psychiatrist or a counselor. But there's a lot of discipline, there's a lot of control that you have, and you've done some really deep self-reflection, and you know your self-worth, and you know that you're not going to allow yourself to be treating like a punching bag. You know that you're not going to put other people on a pedestal, and you're not going to settle for less. Could you have boundaries? Could you have control? And with the Devil card here, for some of you, this is about toxic behavior. This could be you engaging in toxic behavior, whether it's a substance, because toxic behavior comes in many shapes or forms. This could be just financial, like shopping addiction. This could be a sex addiction. This could be drugs or alcohol, codependency. You know, addiction comes in many shapes or forms, and it feels like for some of you there could be, of course, I could always go to the standards of like the codependency thing, but I mean, not like, I mean, excuse me, I could always go for like the codependency, like drug or alcohol thing, which is always a go to, which lots of people deal with that, yes. But it feels like for a lot of you, this is about codependency, about not putting your partner on a higher, like on a pedestal, and like you're basically like the parent in the relationship. It feels like even though like the sex was really good, it was like that's all they could provide was sex, and that's it, and that's not the entire relationship, you know what I mean? So you're learning what is a healthy relationship, what's not, and some of you are realizing, oh my god, like my parents had a really unhealthy relationship, and I built my life thinking like that was the way to go, you know, and that was healthy and normal. It feels like you're ready to move on very quickly. I'm seeing somebody actually like moving or relocating. It feels like somebody is just changing a new philosophy, a new lifestyle. I'm seeing somebody adopting an animal or two. I'm also seeing somebody getting new transportation as well. It feels like somebody has codependency issues where they move very quickly into a relationship. So you've come to the realization that this is what you have done in the past. This is something that you don't do now. And because you've broken those karmic cycles, you're moving on to bigger and better things with the Fool card here. And this is both Sagittarius energy. Like you've been manifesting like a motherfucker. You've been diving in more spiritually, and you know what you want, and you're able to obtain it. You're a very powerful individual, and you've just been embracing your independence. You don't care about society standards or rules. You are completely fine being the black sheep of the family, and you're on the right path. And just know that just a little bit more structure, just diving a little bit more spiritually and finding and more comfortable within yourself, you're going to bring out the best quality, and you're going to attract the right partner. Because do you really want to attract your soulmate when you're at 55%, or do you want to attract your soulmate when you're at 100%, right? Because if it's like 55%, you know, like the bar level's not very good, you know, it sketches in and out, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not very good, so you're kind of like wasting your time. So I'm going to go ahead and let me go ahead and throw cards for the breakup deck, and then I'm going to go ahead and start throwing cards for the love oracle decks. So this is going to be for anybody that's currently going through a breakup. You're having a hard time getting over that individual. You need some re-encouraging words, just little reminders. I know with Mercury retrograde, it could be messing you up a little bit. So let me go ahead and throw some cards down real quick, and I'll start reading them to you. Okay. So I've got, so you've chosen poorly. Don't be hard on yourself. Everybody does it. That's a part of living, okay? We've all fallen for that trash. We've all fallen for that bait. Stop thinking about them. Reclaim your power and start thinking about you. You don't want to be like that kids in a hall sketch, like, I'm thinking about Tony. I'm thinking about him with her. I wonder if he's thinking about me with her. You know, like, you don't want to, you don't want to go there. Now, get a big rose quartz stone and place it on your heart before bed tonight. Hello, hello. And something's more fulfilling awaits you. During this time, you need extra pampering. Take time out for yourself. Now, let's go ahead and get your oracle readings. Yeah, this energy has been intense. Bill Leo, you had a really good reading. You had a really good reading, Leo. So I'm going to go ahead and start throwing some love oracle cards down. I'll go ahead and mix these up. Okay. All right. So this is going to be a little bit weird. Okay, this is going to be another roller coaster ride. So new chapter. So there's going to be a new chapter from your ex. So your ex is going to come back because of the Mercury retrograde. I love you. I miss you. I fucked up. My bad, dog. Can we start over? And you're going to be like, yes, of course, because it's Mercury retrograde. So this is what's going to happen. This is so fucking weird. It's so weird. So, sentimental love notes. So they start love bombing you because they're like, I miss you. I miss you. Like, will you give me a chance? I miss you. Will you take me back? Will you forgive me? They're going to start love bombing you. Okay. All right. They're going to start telling you, like, I want to marry you. I want to wife that bitch. And then it feels like there's going to be some sort of closure talk, is what I got from this. You want to get back together. You try to make, and at first, like, the love bombing feels good, but after a while, that wears off really quickly, and then there's closure. It feels like there's some sort of closure. So it's like your ex comes back because it's Mercury retrograde. You say yes, like, yes, I'll accept you back in my life, or let's try to talk things out. It feels like there's something. And then there's some sort of, like, they're going to start love bombing the shit out of you, like, I want to be with you, let's get married, or something. And then it feels like there's some sort of closure that happens here, you know? So remember, you don't always have to take your ex back. You know, it's not always the end all be all, but just remember with Mercury retrogrades, it's very finicky, you know? And it starts off so well, you know, and then it's just like a plane crash, you know? So hopefully those readings resonated with you. If they did, please make sure you comment below in the comment section below. I love you guys. Please be safe. Wash your damn hands. And nana. See you guys soon.